Sapphire Dragon here. Um, I thought I'd do a bit of a discussion, well, um, a bit of a rant, I guess you could say, about the future of Destiny. And I know there's like a couple other Destinies that are supposed to come after this. That's at least that's their plans. Now, a lot of people may or may not agree with me, and it's whatever. You're entitled to your own opinion, and it's fine. I'm not saying you don't have that right. But with the future of Destiny at stake, we need to look at what is going on with Destiny YouTubers as a whole and the fan base, if there is any left, of Destiny. Um, I hate to say it, but there's quite a few other people that would probably agree with me. And judging from what I've seen with some of the YouTubers that do Destiny content, such as Dato, his fan base has already started, a large portion has already started to turn against his ass because he, let's just say, it doesn't look good for him. He's got a large part of his fan base on his latest video where he basically bitching over everything. Now, I get that, these YouTubers that do Destiny content, including myself a little bit, not a lot, they look at it and they go, oh, well, okay, well, with Destiny, you have all these YouTubers doing the content, right? Following whatnot, the content that is the train of thought. um, his latest video, every time he puts out, and it's not just him. I don't want to lay blame on just one person. Um, a lot of the YouTubers that do Destiny content have, at least the major ones. My name is Bife and Dato and a bunch of others have, I guess you could call them like press accounts or beta testing accounts. They get to see content early before everybody else does. Now, as I see it,
Smell that?
that gives
The
them an
devil's flesh is
insight
like
as to
a
what's
gorgeous
coming
burning
up, and
hot.
they
They're
may
building
not be allowed
Wanna
to
take a look?
release content and information about it when it comes available. But the problem with that being is that they also, especially Dato, from what I've seen with his recent videos and every other video that he's put out, tends to be centered around him bitching over the fact that things aren't to his liking. And it's not just him, it's other people too, but the majority of the time it seems to be coming from him. I get why Bungie does it, and I get why people talk about it. And you know, you look at it this way. With Bungie, they listen to the loudest voice. They figure these YouTubers that, and the community, that the loudest voices are the ones they figure, oh, these people are the ones that speak for the rest of Destiny. They don't. They don't speak for the community as a whole. And that's got to stop for the new Destiny. If going forward, we need to look at it as just do what you have to. Balance out the shit and let it be. Don't listen to Dato and a bunch of others. It's okay to get feedback, yes. Okay, what did you like about this? What didn't you like about this? What can be improved? But with Dato, he's made it quite clear that on numerous occasions he's made it known that he likes to, quote, challenge himself. And he gets bored easily. And it's gotten to the point where Bungie's listening to fucking, they're listening to Dato and a bunch of others when it comes to the content being released. And they look at these guys and say, oh, okay, well, now it's to the point where shotguns, the only way you're going to get any damage done is you shove the shotgun in say, for example, you're going up against the Archon Creep. Before, you could, pop from cover and shoot a shotgun at the enemy, and, it was whatever, you could do damage. Now it's to the point where, you can't. You may or may not get one shot before he, one hit melees you and it's retarded. It seriously, it's not right. It shouldn't be like that. It needs to change. It needs to be to the point where you don't have friggin', you know, these YouTubers getting all the content say as to what happens with the special ammo or with whatever. They should just do whatever comes naturally. Do what you need to, and then if you need feedback and say, okay, well, you know, recently this gun didn't perform, it was too powerful, or it needs a bit of a tweak, that's fine. There's no problem with getting feedback. It's when you rely on one person's voice and saying, well, okay, this person's the loudest, he or she speaks for the rest of the community. It shouldn't be like that. It can't be that way going forward. It has to be, do what you need to, and rely only on... Oh, I suck. Oh god. No, don't touch me. You need to not rely on the YouTubers to, or especially Dato and a bunch of others, and I hate to keep going back to Dato, because lately, every time, and every fan base is going to have it, every YouTuber or any group is going to have their own little followers. You know, either the trolls or the ones that'll jump on whoever says anything, and it's Mark's videos too. Markiplier has also had that happen where him and Jack and a bunch of others have told their group that follows them, their hardcore die-hard fans, to, you know, not don't be poisonous in their posts. Don't do shit like that. But you look at Dato's channel, and almost every time that someone has said anything remotely bad or called out Dato on his stupidity when he's just making it more difficult for the rest of the community, he basically has this group that attacks the person. My girlfriend had that happen. She said one thing about how he was an idiot over I forget what it was. She said something about his video, and he resorted to have his followers attack her. And even when she finally it got to the point where she deleted her post, right? She deleted the post, and months later, she still got a reply later on down the road, even though she deleted the original video, or the original reply. She still got contact from someone on the page. On that original video, they saw someone else posting, and then they posted on that. So yeah, but yeah, back to the problem at hand is that going forward, we need to only rely on, let Bungie do what they need to do. Let Activision or Bungie, or the both of them, rely only on, solely on putting out the content. If something needs feedback, they can ask the community, but don't, like, put it up on their forums. Have the post put up there. Get feedback. Email a few users here and there. Don't just rely on a couple people, and specifically one particular person. Just because they are the loudest voice doesn't mean they speak for everybody when it comes to content being released. He's made it to him and others, and I hate to say, Dato, I'm sorry, buddy, but you do this to yourself. It's gotten to the point where, like I said, shotguns now, they used to be at least somewhat viable. Now, you can't use them for anything. Even the Warlock melee punch is outpowering the Titan punch, or even a shotgun. You can now use a melee from a Warlock punch. The distance on that thing has more range than a fucking shotgun. I mean, come on, really? You gotta be kidding me. If a shotgun has more range than a Warlock punch, that's ridiculous. I'm sorry. It's gotten to that point now. You literally have to shove your shotgun in the boss's mouth and pray that he doesn't one-hit melee your ass. It's gotten to that point now. And every time there's been a patch, a gun has been nerfed or buffed, it's because Dato feels, not just him, but mainly him. I hate to, like I said, I hate to lay the blame where it is, but he's the most poisonous one out of all of them. And I respect each YouTuber for, the content they put out. I like watching, Mylan, and I like watching Bife. They have their own way of doing things, but they're all in Bungie's pocket, in my opinion. They have these press accounts. They have to promote the game. They have to put out positive, glowing reviews of the content and question it little. Otherwise, they risk losing the Bungie account, the Bungie staff account, or whatever it is, that allows them access to the exclusive content either weeks or months before everybody else does. When the Dark Below and the Taken King was coming out, these guys were showing off content when the Bungie gave the AOK to. But see, that's the problem. They don't want to say anything negative, or at least if they try to, they say it in a way that's worded, I guess you could say cleverly, so that it looks like they're saying something positive, but they're giving hint that something fucked up is going on and they don't agree with it. And it's sad that they have to be fearful to lose something. They're so far in Bungie's pocket on that they have to be careful what they say, or risk losing that perk to be able to use that. And that's the problem, is that it's gotten to the point where it's not challenging enough, Dato says. And he's always doing these stupid challenges with the content. And like I said, because they listen to him, Shotguns and the Thorn and a bunch of others have gone through nerfs and buffs like crazy. And usually it's almost always after one of them has said something relating to that particular weapon or ability. If he had his way, I bet your ass anything, he would do away with secondaries altogether. And powers. Because at one point he did mention, if I'm not mistaken, he's mentioned that powers are overrated or something like that. I don't quote me on that, because I really don't remember. I just remember briefly hearing about it and seeing a video, and that was a while ago. So it's been a while. So, but yeah, it's something to that degree, is that he basically, if he had his way, he would do away with powers and away with secondaries altogether. And it's ridiculous. So, it's gotten to that point where, oh god, yep, I'm dead. It's gotten to the point where it's that bad. Secondaries now, before, every time there's been a content update where it's related to that, it's been because of something Dato or the other YouTubers that do Destiny content, that, like, for example, shotguns now, like I said, they've been nerfed so badly, you can't use them. The only way you can go into a PvP match now is with a sidearm. Sidearm's the only way to go now. Any gun that, because it comes built in with like a small amount of ammo right off the bat. Otherwise, you're screwed in terms of using a shotgun or a sniper rifle. It's gotten to the point where if you want to use a sniper rifle, you have to use No Land Beyond, because it's been buffed or something like that, from what I heard. So No Land Beyond and a few other guns have been gotten to the point where you can actually use them, and that's the only way you can. You want to use a sniper rifle in your primary? Well, guess what? No Land Beyond's the only way you're going to be able to use a sniper rifle in a PvP match. It's basically a trials must. You need a sniper rifle, and the only way you're going to use a sniper rifle, No Land Beyond. Because every time you die, or if you start with a weapon that's not a sidearm, you're not going to have any ammo. Oh god. I'm stuck. Uh-oh. I'm dead. Whoa! No, but it's ridiculous. It's gotten to the point where guns like that, it's because every time one of them has said anything, it's gotten to that point. Guns don't do what they used to do. They were fine the way they were. Some of them, yeah, obviously need, you know, nerfs and balancing it. But it's to the point where even a melee punch from a warlock fucking does more damage than a goddamn shotgun does. And the range, like I said, it's like you need to shove it in your mouth, in their mouth, and basically say, pray that, you know, hey, hi there, Mr. Boss. I got the shotgun. You don't mind if I shove it in his face, right? You know, shove it right in his mouth and fire, and hope to God that he doesn't one-hit melee you. Because it's gotten that way. Before, you could take a couple pot shots, duck behind cover, wait a few seconds, reload, fire again, and then now you can't do that. You can't do that anymore with a shotgun. Shotguns are not a viable option in PvP. And even in PvE, it's the same thing. In story campaigns and raids and other shit, it's not a usable option anymore. And it sucks. So, you know, that needs to change going forward, and I don't know if anyone agrees with this, but this is how I see it, and I know a few of my friends would agree with me on this. Going forward, if Destiny 2 is to be successful, we need to ignore somewhat some of the YouTubers like Dato and Vife, and I hate to say it, and I get watch their videos, and you know, it's fine, but to rely on them or in one particular person in general to be the voice of the community, and it's like, oh well, this person's loud, they know what they're talking about, so therefore they speak for the rest of them. No, they don't. They don't speak for everybody. It's gotten to the point where Destiny has lost a lot of players because they're relying solely on their nerfs and buffs, and it's made a lot of people pissed off. I was reading Dato's page the other day, and it's gotten to the point where a lot of people are even starting to get fed up with this shit. And I'm probably guessing the other YouTubers are probably having the same problem too. But I was reading his page, and a lot of people are turning on him, calling him out on his stupid shit. There's still quite a few that are, you know, obviously defending their Dato god, but you know, it's bad now. They need to not rely on people like that. Just do what they need to do, and if then, you know, do surveys or something to get a feedback, but don't rely on specifically one person or two people or three people or whatever and say these people or this person speaks for the whole community. They don't. But yeah, that needs to change. We need to just let them do whatever the hell they need to do. Content for that needs to be regulated by Bungie, and if feedback's needed, then ask for input, but please don't rely on like a couple people or one person for that, and be the voice. Let them be the voice for everybody. That's just retarded. And I'm sorry if it seems like a roundabout argument rant, but you know, whatever. Thank you for watching, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.